Let's get started with this walk and talk. Shalom. All praises be to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. I want to say shalom to the elect, the nation of Israel, who endure all things for. Shalom to all the Akim, Wa Akwathim, who believe on Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Until the bitter end, I say once again, shalom. So this is just a walk and talk in the spirit. And this was on my mind to talk about the fact that winning is inevitable, and that's for the nation of Israel, starting, of course, with those who are predestined and guaranteed from the elect of the nation of Israel. Shout out to the brother Yahweh, winning season, all season, and there is no off season. And that's in the spirit. We're not talking about the carnal things that the people of this world have an obsession with. They think that their riches, their wealth, their status is somehow going to stop them or save them from the inevitable doom that America is going to go through, which we know is Babylon the Great, according to the scriptures. There's going to come a time when all their riches is going to come to naught, and nobody's going to be able to escape the judgment that the Lord has in store for everybody, because it's a known fact that whatever the Lord has predestined to happen is guaranteed to happen, and nobody's going to stop the will of the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son. And the only way that we have to continue on in this ministry of ours is to fight the good fight of faith. And nobody's going to stop it besides ourselves. And the Lord is always going to continue to do what He does best, which is to show up and bring about judgment and bring about the promises that He has given to the nation of Israel. Not everybody on the earth, no heathen nation can get what we get. No Gentile of the other nations can receive what we want or what we desire, which is the law, statutes, and commandments, and having a savior for ourselves and nobody else. And the only thing that the Lord has predestined for the nation of Israel is victory, victory over death. And Yahweh Shai did it. So now it's our chance to fulfill that and to continue on as He has promised us to continue doing, which is to fight and to not stop, because the people of this world, they're going to do whatever they can to stop us from believing. And what does it matter what they have to say about our belief systems and our traditions and our ancient heritage? What does it matter? It literally does not mean anything, because at the end of the day, the Lord is true in everything He says, and everything He says in the spirit. Like it says in Isaiah, Shalom to Malak La'ab Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Barakatah Akia. Whatever the Lord has said would happen, it's either already happened or there's still more in store as it pertains to prophecy that's going to continue to happen. Shalom to Yawanathan, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Barakatah Akia. Everything that the Lord has said would happen has either happened already, and we'll still earnestly and with all our confidence expecting more to come. And that's the winning season. And that winning season is to win in the spirit. Nobody's going to stop it from happening besides the Lord. But the Lord is going to allow all these things to happen, and nobody's going to stop what the Lord has said that is going to happen. And Salak, if I sound like I'm all over the place, but you know how things get kind of repetitive over time, but that's all right. We need that reassurance. We need to continue to strive for the masteries, because nobody else is doing it. Most people in this earth, they're already focused on the things that are carnal, and that's not going to win them anything. In the book of Proverbs, it says, righteousness delivered from death. Your riches, your wealth, your status, whatever you got, when it comes to the earthly things, it doesn't really matter at all. What matters is what the Lord wants you to do in the spirit, which is to obey Him. Like it says, obedience is better than sacrifice, because anybody can say what a good thing, but what it comes down to, man, is the ability to obey, because obedience shows that you're actually sincere in what it is that the Lord expects you to do, which is to follow His instructions. And the Torah literally just means instructions or manual for life. And that's exactly what we have to do on a day-to-day basis. Follow the ways of righteousness, because righteousness is going to reign on this earth. In Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, if I'm not mistaken, it says that righteousness is immortal. So if that's the case, then why are we in any capacity looking to do wickedness? Wickedness has an expiration date. And in the kingdom of heaven is definitely going to be neutral to like none. And that's harsh, but that's reality. And just because the people of this world don't believe don't mean shit. All we got to do is remain faithful in a unfaithful society. Second Ezra 15 says that let not the incredulity of them trouble thee and them that hate thee and that speak against thee. Because at the end of the day, everybody's going to have something to say regardless. And all we have to do is continue to have faith in the Lord because he's going to show up and show out and prove himself to be the God of this world. So, like, not the God of this world, but the creator of the heavens and the earth. And the only person that's going to stop anything from going on this earth is himself. And he swore by himself throughout the scriptures. That's how you know the Lord is a so called black man, constantly using his own name because there's none higher than himself. If there's nothing higher than himself, then of course there's nothing else to swear to but himself. But yeah, man. Hey, Adawan Ratazak, we see more prophecies come to pass, and we see the people and their lights and their folly and their madness be like brought down little to none. Because we all understand that this world is on a very, very serious decline. All you see on YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook is the fact that there's coming a time when there's going to be no lights available, no electricity, no readily available clean water. You're going to see dead bodies all over the place. You're going to see people really losing themselves because it's going to get so bad out here and nobody's going to have the answers besides those who have been doing the work of the Lord and have been calling on his name. Like it talks about in Sirach that the elect will praise his holy name. Shout out to the brother Yahweh, though. When the prophet's on the scene, judgment comes in between. Yeah. Salaki, if it seems like my hand is always in motion back and forth, left to right, that's just my natural gait. And Shalom to Hananya, Yahweh Bashim Shai, Brakatah, Akia. Yeah, the Lord is always going to show up and show out. And he's going to show his victorious side to those who've been laboring and have had faith this whole time. Because without faith, it's impossible to please him. And we're expected to show our faith by our works because it's one thing to say that you somehow believe in some way, but you really don't. And all you have to do is have faith as small as a mustard seed to continue on with the works and have the faith so you don't doubt anything. Because if you have doubt, that's a demon. And doubt is the last thing you want, especially in these times, seeing all the prophecies happening, knowing that the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, the RFID chip is coming to pass. Just because nothing major has happened in the Americas does not mean that somehow the Lord is null and he's not going to come and do exactly what he said he was going to do, which is to bring about civil war, race wars, World War III. We're already in World War III. It's already happening. And just because the average American doesn't care or the average Babylonian is lost in the sauce doesn't mean shit to us. They're literally the walking dead. And as the walking dead, they're going to continue to do what they do, which is to feed themselves with garbage, to feed themselves with the things that are not pertaining to life. Because if you're a zombie, you don't care about life. You're already dead. You're literally just a corpse that's literally decaying over time. Ain't nothing more, ain't nothing less. You know? You see, and then you have all these different little symbols throughout Babylon. Like, why is the Eye of Horus all throughout this building, man? See, that's no coincidence, bro. And idolatry is all over the place, and people don't care about nothing. That's why the Lord has to come back and put his foot on your necks, because you're not gonna get right in the spirit. And that's everybody, not just the nation of Israel, but even the heathens with their abominable belief systems and things of that nature. I can go on and on. But the whole point of this video is that winning season, all season, no off season, Shout out to the brother Yahweh, man. Was gonna say, I see that eye. Exactly, brother. That eye. Oh, right over there. Literally just over there. Like it's not a big deal. People don't really think about these kinds of things because they're so caught up and on thinking, oh, that's nothing big. No, it is something big. That's the eye of Horus. And you see all kinds of symbols throughout ancient Babylon the Great. It's incredible how once again it's always the spirit is always gonna win, and the things that are fleshly and carnal and just not is not gonna profit you. And once again, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. And Akim, we all get weak. That's normal. That's part of this mortal life. But we are winning. Understand that. We are winning. We're going to continue to win. And the Lord is going to have our backs till the bitter end of this captivity. I'm confident in that. I'm very confident in that. And I understand that the Lord is always going to be there for us, even at our lowest estate. When we have our backs against the wall, whatever, the Lord is always going to show out as long as you're faithful and obeying Him, of course, and not just doing whatever you want, but running the right track in the right order and not allowing anything to get in our ways and just stay committed over a cafe. Exactly, bro. Ain't nothing more, nothing less. And these people don't care about nothing but pleasing their own flesh and thinking that their gods are going to save them in the time of Jacob's trouble, you know? And that's all I really had to say through the spirit, man. I think I said everything I had to say. So, bro, I think I said everything I had to say. So, Lord's will, I was edifying. I want to say, call Halayim Blah, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Looks chill out there. Yeah, it's pretty nice out here, bro. I'm not gonna lie. See, the scenery is not bad. It's not bad. It's still an abominable city, but we got to deal what we got. Everything's here. Everything's pretty all right for the most part. It's still an abominable city, but I can deal with it. I know Akim that are here obviously can deal with it too. We're doing our part. But once again, Shalom. I'm out.